1 week away from the midterms, gubernatorial candidates Stacey Abrams and Brian Kemp bringing in two political heavyweights to try to sway undecided voters, President Trump and former President Obama. Naima Abdullahi live outside the state capitol this morning following three developing stories in the race for governor.
That's right, Sheba, and it's a heated neck-to-neck race between Stacey Abrams and Brian Kemp, which is why the two biggest names in both parties will be here in Georgia. Let's give you a breakdown. Former President Barack Obama will be in Atlanta Friday to campaign for Democratic candidate Stacey Abrams at Morehouse College. President Donald Trump is also expected in Georgia. He'll be in Macon to campaign for Republican candidate Brian Kemp on Sunday, November 4th. Also developing, former President Jimmy Carter weighs in on the governor's race, writing an open letter asking Kemp to resign from his Secretary of State position. President Carter says there is a conflict of interest holding the Secretary's office and campaigning at the same time. You're seeing the stickers all over your timeline. A Georgia peach with I voted. Almost 1.2 million people have already casted their votes in Georgia, and early voting will go on until Friday. Now, there are also 9 more early voting polls that opened up in Cobb County to meet the demand and to also shorten the wait time to vote. So we'll see exactly what continues to play out in the next few days as we get closer to Election Day.